I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts,
And ruin it with opinions.
from pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and swatch clocks.
I'm done.
Good morning, Misty and Ike fans.
Oh, hey!
It's Friday.
What's up, Friday?
Sup, butthole?
I think you mean Friday.
Friday. It's Friday.
What is up, butthole?
It's episode 80.
Oh my God, stupid.
You know what that means?
Party?
It's our 4-month anniversary. You know what else that
4
means?
months?
Yep. There's 20 episodes a month, folks. It's just math.
Wow.
You know what else?
Huh.
4 weeks from today, episode 100.
My God.
Unlocking the Google YouTube algorithm, letting us actually get people to watch our show.
I can't believe that. Wow.
Believe it.
Huh.
So
Believe it, like believers.
mathematically,
Yeah.
that means
Nah, let's not do mathematically
Okay,
for.
fine.
Yeah.
I like
no one
it.
cares. No one cares.
Fine, let's give the people what they want. We're continuing our 10-episode mega 2-week TGIF awesome sauce on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Misty is in command. She will now reveal what today's Marvel topic will be about. Please continue, Misty.
Today,
Today,
we're going to talk about
we're going to talk about
MCU
MCU.
Easter eggs.
Ooh, I like that. There's
If
a
you
lot of them.
If you don't know what an Easter egg is,
Kill yourself.
stop saying that.
Okay.
Don't ever say that again.
I'll cut that out.
Please.
I'll cut that out.
If you don't know what an Easter egg is, it's things that are hidden inside of a TV show or a movie.
I thought you said TV set for a second. I was like, there's an Easter egg in my TV set?
I wish. People busting open their TV sets going, is there Easter
Willy
eggs,
Wonka.
Andy?
Yeah.
No, they're inside of a TV show or a movie, and they're either a reference to something that's going to happen or something that has happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just little clues.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Setting the timer.
14 minutes and
59 seconds.
37 seconds.
Meow.
So, do you have any Easter egg that's your favorite out of all of them?
Well, my favorite Easter eggs is the Stan Lee cameos. But
Of course.
They don't really count. So
I feel like they do.
the next one that I like.
When Lindsay and I went through to watch them, like she made a game of like spotting him and pointing him out in each one. It was cute. I was like, oh, I remember that.
I like the nurse in the Avengers that comes back for something else later. I forgot what it was. You know who I'm talking about?
No, not at all. The nurse in the Avengers?
Oh, the waitress. She's not a nurse. Sorry.
Ashley Johnson.
Yes,
We've talked about this before.
we have. That's my favorite.
Is it your favorite because it's the only one that you can think of?
Pretty much. I'll come up with more.
Okay. This is not a very good one.
It's not. That's fair.
I'm sorry. I mean, are you a fan of the, like, after the credits roll, the little, snippets that give you the hints?
I watch the credits anyway out of respect for the crew.
Me too. Yeah. So, let's see. Your favorite is Iron Man. So let me see what some of the Iron Man Easter eggs are.
I got a list here.
Okay. Give me a couple.
The 30 best Marvel Easter eggs you need to know about.
Okay.
And
Hit me.
The number 30 is pretty obscure.
Yeah, you know what? I think I read that one. Is it the Hulk one?
Jack McGee and Jim Wilson. They said you have to be a
Super nerd.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip that one. Fin Fang Foom Easter egg. Famous Iron Man nemesis Fin Fang Foom, a giant alien dragon, is spotted in the movie. Well, on a billboard poster, that is. Interesting. How obscure it is. It only shows up for a brief moment as Iron Man zooms down a road. Even if you spot it, the dragon isn't immediately recognizable. So it's trivia for fans only.
And Fing Fang Foom is only in the comic books. So that is also a super deep dive for the nerds.
Yeah, and it's on a billboard out of focus as he's blasting down a street.
Right. And unless you read the comic books, you would have no idea who Fing Fang Foom was or that he was a giant dragon alien. That is a sentence I never thought I would say out loud in public. but I did. But I did. So, I mean, are there any good ones?
I got a good one.
Like,
Earlier this week you were talking about how Robert Downey Jr. improv'd a lot of Iron Man. Mm-hmm. Well, in the Avengers,
yeah,
the Easter egg is in the cozy chat with Loki towards the end, Tony Stark refers to the newly formed band of superheroes as Earth's mightiest heroes, that kind of thing. Quote, directly quoting the comic book description of the Avengers that has appeared on front covers since 1963.
Oh, that's super cool.
How obscure is it? Even if you weren't familiar with the original Avengers tagline, the recent cartoon series, The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, will help you make the connection.
Okay. All right. One that I think is really kind of cute is, so Iron Man's sidekick, Rhodey, which was played by Terrence Howard in the beginning and then Don Cheadle. Mm-hmm. So he has a flip phone, which to me is hilarious no matter what, because of the timing of these movies. Like, what Stark Industries does is create technology. Yep. And Tony Stark has everything, like things that he moves with his fingers in the air, and yet his sidekick has a flip phone. But a lot of people don't realize there is a scene where Tony Stark is calling Rhodey, and he looks at it at the phone, and there's a picture of Tony Stark. But the music that's playing, the ringtone, it's the MIDI version of the original Iron Man cartoon theme music.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's like a super deep dive nerd.
Yeah, that's pretty deep, but it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I love when people come up with Easter eggs that are intelligent like that. Mm-hmm. Throwbacks that are not something that many people will catch, but will be really meaningful for the ones that do catch. What else you got?
I was just reading one about Stan Lee and James Gunn about Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's one that, and I'm not really sure if it's an Easter egg or in my head, it's just how I connect people. So, in the beginning of the Avengers, you've got the doctor, or the scientist, Eric Solvang. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So he comes from the original Thor movies. Hello?
Yeah.
He comes from the original Thor movies, and he's like super nerd scientist, right? Mm-hmm. So you see he's teaching a class, and he has all of these this very complex formula written on the chalkboard. Mm-hmm. So this is where my brain takes me. That character is played by the same actor that played the super nerd mathematician professor in Good Will Hunting. I want in my brain to believe that those chalkboard formulas are the same thing.
Well, we could pull up a screen grab and see if
we could.
That would be
so maybe
weird.
That's my own personal I made an Easter egg in my head of that.
Wow.
Isn't that?
Yeah, because when you think back to Good Will Hunting,
he's the professor.
Yeah, but you always think, because it's been so many years, you think that Matt Damon was the professor, but he was the janitor.
No, okay, yeah.
Wow.
It was Stellan Skarsgård who plays that character, and like I said, I think maybe I might have created my own Easter egg in my head.
I think that's not a far jump. I like it. That one's weird. Okay, this list of 30 things just stops. Oh, here's the second page. Got it. Because internet stuff. Greenish gray Hulk.
What are you talking about? Greenish gray.
That's number 20. It says Easter egg in one of the film's deleted scenes. Blonsky describes his encounter with the Hulk and says 8 foot, 1,500 pounds easy, or green, or gray, sir. Greenish gray. It was very dark. I couldn't tell. It's an obvious reference to the Hulk's coloring problems in early versions of the comic. We saw his gray coloring come out green.
Oh, so.
How obscure is it? A nice and easy nod to the well-known piece of comic book trivia. You just need to find the deleted scene first. These are for true dissectors.
These are for nerds.
Yeah.
I don't even know most of these. I found your article and yeah.
I mean, these are
super nerd.
Yeah. As Steve, the original Human Torch. As Steve Rogers and Bucky enter the exhibition of future technologies, you can see a red figure in a bright jumpsuit in a glass cage, a reference to the original Human Torch, the very first superhero ever created by Timely Comics, which went on to become Marvel Comics.
I have not ever noticed that. Now I can't wait to go back and watch it. Gives me another excuse to watch Captain America.
Maybe we should do a watch along. Now that we've got the new...
and pull up Easter eggs as we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one for you.
All right.
So in Doctor Strange,
you hate that one.
I can't. I've never been able to finish it. I don't know why.
Is it like a time loop? You just keep watching the first 30 minutes over and over again?
Oh my God.
Hey-oh!
Oh, I see what you did there. So in the movie, Doctor Strange is at the end. He is speeding down the highway and he's chatting with his assistant on the phone. And he's told about an incoming case. A young woman that was recently struck by lightning. Do you know who that young woman is?
No.
Captain Marvel.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how obscure is it? Eagle-eared Marvel fans may have made the connection to Captain Marvel. Brie Larson was set to make her MCU debut as the character in the very near future. Screenwriter Nicole Perlman confirmed plans to rework the Cap's original tale from extraterrestrial to something more earthly. So, yeah. Boom.
I have some trivia for you.
I like it. Hit me.
Do you know Thor's human name when he's playing a human on Earth?
Oh, God. What was it? Jane helps him come up with the name. Natalie Portman.
Yep. He goes by the alias Donald Blake. And
what is there a reason? Like, is that name significant in some way?
Nope. Anyone who has ever read a Thor comic will probably get this one. But there's a picture of his New York State driver's license. Blake Dr. Donald J. And the address is 1123 Doberson Street, New York, New York. That's interesting.
Look that up. Look up that address. See if there's something famous there.
Ooh, okay. 1123 Doberson. 1123.
I may have to go home tonight and watch Thor. It's been a long time, and I love that entire cast. Kat Dennings is the best.
The only thing that comes up is a ton of articles on Easter eggs on Marvel.
You know what I really wanted it to be?
Mm-hmm.
The shawarma restaurant that they all go and eat at when they end the
man.
Avengers fight.
That's
how great would that have been?
That might be.
I am just over here creating my own Marvel MCU Easter eggs right and fucking left.
When you click on images, it's 1,000 pictures of his driver's license. There's no...
Right.
There's an 1123 Broadway in New York, but I don't think there's a Doberman Street.
Yeah, Broadway's a pretty major street in New York City.
Yeah, I know, but it's not the street named on his license.
Right.
Doberson.
What brought up Broadway, though?
It's the only physical address that comes up with an 1123.
Oh, got ya.
Because I don't think there is a Doberson Street. Maybe there is Doberson Street, New York. Let's find out without a number on it.
Like I said, I wish that it was a real street and that's where the shawarma restaurant was. That would make me so happy.
Yeah. Oh, let's find out. What's the shawarma? Come on, fat fingers. Restaurant in Avengers. It's like an actual place. They were all like, that was an improv line, and then they went and shot it. If you've ever wanted to eat shawarma with the Avengers, you'll finally get your chance this summer at Disney's California Adventure. The Anaheim, California theme park's upcoming adventure campus will feature its own shawarma palace.
Gross.
Bad article.
I almost once went and got a tattoo. The entire, the Avengers cast went and got tattoos from this certain tattoo artist in New York City, and they all got the same thing. And I almost went to that tattoo artist and got the same thing. How nerdy of that would be.
Dude, let's go.
I'm that level of nerd.
What did they get?
I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe the Avengers A.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, it was something very simple. I remember I had a day off in New York City and I was going to go and do it. And then something happened and I couldn't. And that's how my life out on the road goes. Here, you have big plans. Ruined. So, do you know in Civil War when Captain America and Iron Man are beating the ever-living shit out of each other at the end of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
And Captain America looks at Tony and he kind of like wipes his lip off and he goes, I could do this all day. That's a direct reference back to the original Captain America movie before, when he was Skinny Steve, before he got all pumped up, he gets jumped in an alley in the movie. And he's trying to like defend himself from these thugs.
And the thugs say it to him.
No.
He says it to them.
He says it to them as they're beating the shit out of him. He goes, I could do this all day.
Huh.
Yeah. Even when he's just, scrawny little Steve. I think that's great. I love that because it shows that continuity of like.
That's like a callback.
I'm a character. Like, this is the character that I have as a human being. And they kept that throughout the movie of him still staying grounded.
Sorry, I'm still on a shawarma deep dive over here.
You're really like concerned about the shawarma. Shawarma.
For those of you who don't know what shawarma is.
Oh, it's so good. Street meat in New York City.
It's Arabic style food preparation that puts meat, chicken, beef, or lamb on a spit and roasts it for a day, sometimes longer. So if you see like the flame, but the beef on a cone spinning around, they shave it off.
Beef on the cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shawarma place is a real location and located at Elat Burger, which is 9340 West Pico Boulevard. We are going there.
We're going. Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, you can get shawarma there, along with burgers
I would
and
hope
fries.
so.
Yeah. It's got a 3.5-star rating out of 5.
Ooh. Is it an A, B, or C?
I don't.
Do we know what it's rated?
Sorry,
like health department rated?
That's its Yelp review.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we find out how it's health department rated. I don't pay attention to fucking Yelps. People are assholes. The health department, on the other hand, they're going to tell me if there's a cockroach in that joint.
The food item has become more popular as TMZ reported recently that Los Angeles chain Roro's Chicken saw its sales jump 80%.
I'm sure. People want to do those things. When you see that in a movie, you're like, well, I want to do that. Like, I want to go sit around with the Avengers and eat shawarma. I mean, who doesn't love warm pita bread? If you don't, you're Satan.
Okay, here is
okay.
Check this out.
Okay.
This isn't shawarma's first brush with fame. We're going to end on a good one. Watch
okay,
this.
Talk to me.
As it seems that there was a bump in sales when You Don't Mess with the Zohan hit theaters in 2008.
The Adam Sandler movie.
Yes, our favorite
Who's
reference comes from Beck, who in the song Deborah plays homage to one of LA's best shawarma joints when he crooned, like a fruit that's ripe for the pickin', I wouldn't do you like that, Zanku chicken. Which is also a shawarma joint.
Shawarma joint, yeah. Amazing.
That's a TGIF shawarma episode
we
for you,
learned
folks.
so many things during this.
Yeah, that one took a lot of turns.
It really did.
Yeah. I kind of blacked out for the middle of it while I was on my shawarma hunt.
You really did. Yeah, you were really wanting to know in New York City where to find that shawarma.
I fell for it. I mean, they shot the movie here, but it's set in New York City, so naturally in my head, I'm like, where in New York can you get good shawarma?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. That's the first place I ever had it. Oh. I remember one of my very first trips on tour was to New York City. And one of the guys was like, let's get some shawarma. And I was like, I don't know what that means.
You're like, Gesundheit.
I was like,
God bless you.
Is that, are those shoes? Or like, what are we going to get? Is that something for your guitar?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
My shawarma's broken. Hey, maybe you need to go to the doctor then.
He's like, Misty, it's food. And I was like, that does not sound like food I have ever eaten.
I'm not putting your shawarma in my mouth, Steven.
I remember I made him order for me because I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't have any idea. Like, order it how you would order it.
Dude,
and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Isn't that the best, though? When someone introduces you to something new and then they're like, you're kind of like, I don't know. And they're like, trust me, I'll order for you. Yeah. I love that. I don't ever like to be that guy, though. I don't like, oh, you got to believe me. I'll order for you. But
well, I'm also a big fan of, like, when I go to restaurants, I'm a huge fan of asking the waiter or waitress, what's your favorite thing on the menu?
Yeah.
What do you like? Like, what would you eat here?
I don't like asking them because I don't care about their opinion. I ask them what their best-selling item is.
See, I ask them because I also like to be nice to people, and I feel like it's a personal touch, and we get to know each other better, and that they're not going to lead me astray.
It's very rare to meet a waiter or waitress. Yeah, but it's very rare to meet one that has the same aversion to white condiments that I do. So I don't trust their opinion.
It's true. There's only one other person in the world that I've ever met that has the same aversion to white condiments that you do.
So I'd rather know
my boss, and I hated her.
I'd rather know what they're famous for. Why do people come here? Not what you eat when you're on your break.
So you don't go to places mostly that like are famous.
Well, you don't travel as much as I do.
I have eaten at the sushi place in Lost in Translation though.
That's
Japan.
Fun.
So I do have quite a list of those spots.
Speaking of travel, I'm in Ohio right now.
Oh, that's right. You are.
Yeah.
In real life. In real life, Futureland.
I'm on tour with
I don't like that. What am I going to do for 10 days without you?
We could do Zoom episodes.
That feels weird.
Yeah, it does. All right.
We made it through this whole quarantine without doing a Zoom episode with each other. Why would we start now?
Because I'm going to be in Ohio. All right, guys, it's Friday.
It is Friday.
And let us know in the comments whether or not we should do a second week of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But joke's on you, we're doing it anyway.
I was like,
because
whoa, hot rod.
You know what we say around here?
Unless it's Friday?
No. Well, yeah.
Because it's Friday?
We do what we want, bitches.
Never do it right.
No, we haven't gotten it right.
We haven't gotten it right a single time.
80 times.
80 times.
80 Holmes.
What is it that I'm supposed to say?
Katie Holmes.
So pretty.
Since it's Friday.
Have
a good weekend.
That's dumb to add. You just added that. Like,
I know.
No wonder I can't get it right.
I was going to do like 10 different lines.
Since it's Friday,
we'll see you on Monday.
I got it right.
Yay. That deserves applause.
Applause.
Later, buttholes.
See ya.